Hey buddy, it's Crazy4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the last one, we went through Classic Mode, running through as another newcomer in the game, that being Shulk from the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. This time around though, we're going to be heading into our last row of characters, starting off with a returning fighter from Melee, Dr. Mario. Yes, he skipped out on Brawl, but he's back here now for Melee. Crazy for him to be back. But starting us off, of course, he is an unlockable character in both 3DS and Wii U, a little bit different in 3DS, but in Wii U, in order to unlock Dr. Mario, you have to either play 50 versus matches or clear master orders on hard difficulty, a mode we'll of course show off later, and then after that he must then be defeated on Delfino Plaza. So starting us off, again, continuing into his palette swaps, we got the standard white coat Dr. Mario, we've got a red outfit, a light blue outfit, we've got a kind of like a teal outfit, I guess, turquoise, a dark Mario, kind of like an unlicensed doctor kind of Dr. Mario, a yellow outfit, and a purple outfit, or also a pink outfit. Okay, some pretty good drip. I'm not gonna lie, I like all of his outfits. Let's go into it. Classic Mode 7.0, as per usual, you know the drill. Not 7.1, because I don't like those uneven numbers. I like the whole numbers. You know, I'll go in at 0.5, but like 7.0 is like the best. Anyways, yeah, let's see. It's a stupid idea, but I'm gonna go for this one. We'll have a 7-player match to start things off. So yes, Dr. Mario, of course, is coming back from Melee. He was a newcomer back in Melee. Skipped out on Brawl for some reason. He just wasn't brought back in that game. But here he is now, ready to fight again in Smash 4. Kind of glad they brought him back. Kind of like, it's just basically just like another version of Mario. Plays a bit different, like plays similarly, but also pretty differently. To kind of like allow for different play styles, you know, for the character. So you kind of get that. You kind of get a lot of the same Mario goodness, just without some of the speed, because like Dr. Mario is a character that is like Mario, but he trades a lot of speed for just extra power. So he's basically a slower but stronger version of Mario. So yeah, so like take that as you will. Again, depending on the person playing, they will enjoy one version over the other. This is terrible. Thank you, Dedenne. Oh my gosh, what a goat. I was saved by Dedenne. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I reflect the tornado and Fox just immediately reflects it back. What a scumbag. How is he not dead? Fox, why are you still here? Hold up. Uh-oh. How's that working? Stop. There we go. There we go. Get Ike out of here. All right, boom! You didn't see that coming, did you? Okay, this match is taking a lot longer than it should be. There we go, perfect. Now let's get into Dr. Mario real quick. So of course, general overview, he's a middleweight character, a clone of Mario, and he can also wall jump. He's got excellent frame data, having the 5th fastest normals in the game. He shares some stats with Mario, with having fall speed, traction, and gravity, but is slightly shorter and crouches less, funny enough. He's stronger but slower than Mario due to stat multipliers. He has a plus 15 in attack, minus 50 in speed equivalent, higher damage output, 1.12 times of Mario's, but has slower walking, dashing, airspeed, and jumps. Speaking of Mario, here he is. Mobility is also pretty subpar. KO potential is also just a lot stronger than Mario's is. So yeah, again, if you want to go for like a stronger version of Mario, but just a little bit slower, then like, yeah, Dr. Mario is definitely going to be a good one to go for. As for general playstyle though, he is better suited for bait and punish instead of Mario's more balanced style. He is shorter and has less varied combos than Mario's, but deals high damage. And he does excel in close range pressure thanks to having fast moves and punishes. Obviously, some of his key moves, as we go into it real quick, we have the down tilt, which is a reliable combo starter at all percentages and leads into many moves. The up tilt, which self combos, juggles, and also is a situational KO option. I wish I worked. What the heck is happening? Oh, Jigglypuff is down. That was my target. Okay, Link, chill the heck out. That's what you get. Mans was going crazy with those bombs. He was just doing one after the other. Like, damn, brother. Relax. Oh, come on. What was that? He grabbed me, like, in the air. That was actually kind of solid. Hold up. I want to get these kills. No way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, thank you for sending me that way. I appreciate that. Give me that. I don't know if that's going to be useful. We'll try it. There we go. And Bowser, get out of here. Continuing on though, we've also got the up smash, a really good tool to utilize. Has a Luigi-like diagonal launch. Luigi-like diagonal launch is great for combos / edge setups, but it's also pretty inconsistent for KOing. The grabs though, average range, also low lag. The pummel is the most damaging in the game by default. The forward throw has edge guard setups and can combo at low percentage. Back throw is a good KO throw, and a down throw is has versatile combos into aerials and smashes at low to mid percent. Aerials, on the other hand, the neutral air is fast, has reliable setups, and has a good edge guarding edge guard late hitbox. The back air is fast, a strong KO option, and a good edge guard tool. The forward air is slow, but it's very powerful KO move near the edge. Oh, near the ledge. The up air is a combo starter and a edge guard tool. It has less juggle potential though than Mario's. And the down air is also a multi-hit attack, better for edge guarding than Mario Tornado. So yeah, he's got some good stuff to him. I'm gonna concentrate now real quick. No reading stuff. I just wanna win. Back to thank you, Kirby. I freaking appreciate that, you scum. Can you stop? Okay, you know what? Wow, okay, hold up. Hold up, let me live. I just want to get back on stage, man. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Can I hit this? Oh, I can do that. Get back on. We live those. Bam! Up smash on Kirby. Beautiful. At least that's one down. I want to try and grab, because I think grabbing is one of my best tools, one of my best KO options. All right, well, there goes Rob, I guess. That's one KO that I get to miss out on. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. I want to get rid of Pac-Man. He's been pissing me off this entire match, if I'm being honest. Can I actually... I want to... There we go, yeah. Oh, the up B is such a good KO tool. Continuing on though, we got the special moves. Some of the special moves are pretty good. Overall, it's kind of similar to Mario's, just have different properties to them. Like the Mega Vitamins, his main projectile, and the Super Sheets, his side B, are just kind of a bit, just different versions of Mario's, right? Just with different properties. And also the up B, just a shorter version of Mario's, only has like one big hit to it. But the down B is actually similar to Mario's old down B, more similar to Luigi's down B now in Smash Bros. So yeah, but we'll get into those a little bit later. As for general strengths though, very fast frame data, and he's also pretty hard to, he's pretty hard to punish. He's got high damage output, and which makes him have a stronger KO potential than Mario's. That was amazing, the combo. Uh-oh, careful, careful. He's got a stronger KO potential than Mario by far. He's got a reliable punish game as well. Has strong close range pressure. Effective edge guarding tools with the back air, the forward air, the down air, and of course the down B tornado. And also the pummel is his pummel is the strongest in the game. Funny enough, I never knew that, but hey, the more you know, right? As for weaknesses though, he's got very poor mobility, has slow speed, low jumps, and also weak air acceleration. Has short range on most of his moves. Inconsistent KO options as well, especially with his up smash, as we mentioned earlier. Recovery is pretty predictable, it's linear and is weaker than Mario's, also makes him vulnerable to spikes and semi-spikes, and he's also outclassed by other all-arounders in various aspects, like of course Mario, Luigi, Cloud, Marth. Yeah, so pretty strong weaknesses, but overall he's got some very strong strengths that definitely do make him excel quite a bit. As far as custom moves though, there's some certain ones that are definitely worth taking a look at. For example, we've got the fast capsule for his neutral B, which is a weaker but faster version and also has longer range to it. We've got the Mega Capsule, which is slower, does linger, and also shuts down approach. The Breezy Sheet, which is safer near the ledge, and also but just does less damage. And the Shocking Sheet, which is a good KO option, but destroys non-reflect projectiles like his regular side B would normally do. The shot is, what is it? The old 1-2 is a powerful KO move, but it just worsens his recovery. So then you get that extra power for just like a worse recovery. And he doesn't really have that good of a recovery to begin with, so you gotta really watch out for that one. And the super jump, which gives him a strong recovery, but just does no damage. The soaring tornado, which is one of his best customs, gives him a very strong vertical recovery and the KO and edge guarding potential. And a clothesline tornado, one of his worst custom moves, gives him high power, but it just overall worsens recovery. The thing about his down B is that it's one of his best recovery tools. You want to use that alongside his up B to really help his already like bad recovery, just get a little bit better, right? So giving him worse recovery is just not really ideal. That's what I'm gonna say, not really ideal. So overall as a character, he's a stronger, slower, bait and punish version of Mario. He thrives in close range pressure and punishing mistakes, and he has high damage and KO power, but is limited by poor mobility, short range, and weak recovery. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, he has now come back from Melee, a veteran in Melee, and a veteran from Melee, and he's changed a little bit from Melee. He's been reworked pretty heavily into a slower but stronger Mario due to attributes and move multipliers. He wasn't quite like this back in Melee. He was a bit different from Mario, but he was a lot more of a clone than he is now in Smash 4. His strength increase does not compensate for his much slower mobility. He is overall considered heavily nerfed compared to how he was in Melee. As for general buffs though, the rage mechanic of course does improve his KO power, even against heavyweight characters. A fully charged smash attacks will hit harder with the new damage multiplier. And his shield and shield stun changes do improve smash attack shield pressure by quite a bit. As for general nerfs though, that's kind of funny. That's basically it for at least like game mechanic buffs, right? For nerfs though, chain grabbing removal does hurt his throw game, and wave dashing removal does worsen his already poor approach options. As for move buffs though, for his general moveset, his down tilt now functions like Mario's, making it a reliable combo starter. His up aerial goes at a lower angle, which is better for combos and edge guarding. Down aerial and Dr. Tornado have hitboxes that connect more consistently. The Mega Vitamins have a longer range, fall faster in the air, but can't be absorbed. And the Super Jump Punch gains KO potential, is less polarized though than Luigi's. As for move nerfs though, the neutral attack has much lower damage. The forward aerial is only effective on sweet spots, which is a pretty big downside on that. The up aerial is also a much weaker juggling ability than it used to have. The down aerial and Mega Vitamins have lower damage, more lag, shorter duration, and a smaller hitbox. And the back throw also has weaker KO potential. As for general mix and trade-off changes, his up tilt has more reliable combos and less versatile overall though. Up smash is a consistent KO move, but no longer a spike, which makes it worse for combos. Down smash is a front hit is a semi-spike but has weaker damage. Neutral special is better for setups but worse for KOing. Back aerial has a clean hitbox that can KO, but no longer a semi-spike, and the Super Jump Punch can be reversed but no longer cancelable, kind of like that. As for recovery changes, he gained buffs in getting a higher jump, faster fall speed, gains a wall jump, and Dr. Tornado has horizontal movement. However, nerfs, Dr. Tornado does cover less vertical distance, and Super Sheet no longer stalls in the air. So as a result, you must mix up his recovery timing with the tornado and his jumps. So overall, he became a less effective, unviable low-tier character compared to Melee and of course Mario. He's widely regarded as one of the most nerfed characters in Smash 4 alongside Wario, pre-patch Marth, Kirby, Falco, Olimar, pre-patch Meta Knight, and of course DDD. So yeah, that's Dr. Mario. Kind of a shame that he did kind of just get worse than he was in Melee. I thought he was kind of good in Smash 4, but I guess compared to Melee, just doesn't really hit the same. But yeah, at least he's back, and that's all that really matters. That's Classic Mode with Dr. Mario. Okay, let's get these credits going, Dr. Mario. Great to have you back, buddy. Great to have you back. We also have, I see, Nurse Peach in that background image, which I think is a very nice touch. Very reminiscent of, like, well, Dr. Mario, I'm pretty sure, but of course, like, one of the Melee events that I used to play. But yeah, I mean, Dr. Mario, of course, back in here, back in Smash 4. The changes that he did receive did kind of, you know, there again, I mentioned earlier how there were some benefits, some big buffs that he received, but a lot of pretty strong nerfs switching or coming back from Melee. Again, just strange that he became a worse character overall, as I've always thought he was better in Smash 4 than he was in Melee, but I guess I was mistaken. I guess I was very mistaken, and kind of looking, you know, more closely at how much he has changed and what he gained / lost, it becomes a lot more evident, right? A lot more clear as to why he is worse in this game. There's a very high possibility that Smash 4 is just overall his worst iteration, because I think even Ultimate is like a lot better. He's a lot better in Ultimate than he is in Smash 4, because he gains a lot. He kind of stays a lot roughly the same that he does in Smash 4, or compared to his Smash 4 counterpart. At the same time, though, he does gain a lot of really good stuff that I think helps him out a good chunk, that I just think, overall, I think he's a lot better in Ultimate. Is he better in Ultimate than he is in Melee? Hard to say. Really hard to say. It's kind of tough to really compare the two of them. But I think he might be slightly better in Melee? Maybe? I don't know. I have a friend who plays Dr. Mario, or at least like played at one point, played Dr. Mario in Ultimate. So I have to see what his opinion is on Mario and Dr. Mario in Melee, to see like how he thinks the character performs compared to, of course, the Ultimate version. Oh, no, give me that! Yeah, give me Sora. I want to get all of them. I want to make sure I fully get it all. There we have a pretty nice image in the back with the two of them. And back to the Mario kind of fonts, which is pretty cool. But going into the taunts real quick, we get the up taunt, we got the side taunt, and the down taunt. A lot different from Mario's, but hey, it fits Dr. Mario a lot. Hey, Lionhead. Kind of classic Dr. Mario, just chilling at the drugstore. Why wouldn't he? But anyways, let's go into the training mode real quick. Check out all of his moves, just like in a full kind of sense. So first things first, his final smash. Obviously now he's in Smash 4, so he gained a final smash here in Smash 4. Didn't have one in Melee. Sorry, in Brawl, because he wasn't present in Brawl. But yeah, let's check out how this one is. This is the Doctor Finale. So very similar to, well, Mario Finale, as you could probably imagine. Basically, not really much of a difference besides the fact that he launches 2 gigantic Mega Vitamins instead of Mario's like kind of waves of fire. That just like spiral across the screen, of course, and entrap and repeatedly damage any opponents that are in the path. It just functions very identically to Mario Finale, but deals slightly more damage. So that's kind of like the main difference between the two. But going into the special moves, we got this neutral special. The Mega Vitamins, his main projectile, very similar to Mario's version. It's a stronger projectile than Mario's Fireball, travels further, and also bounces twice. So yeah, so pretty good, pretty solid one. I think overall, I think it might just be better than Mario's version. Yeah, so then we got the side special, which is of course the Super Sheet, similar to Mario's Cape. Has a longer reflection hitbox duration. It's more vertical, but has less horizontal range, and no longer stalls mid-air like it did back in Melee. And also, compared to Mario's, it doesn't stall either, right? Mario's Cape does stall, but Dr. Mario's does not. But again, just like his main reflecting projectile option, he can utilize it pretty effectively and turn around his opponents, go for like certain things. Then we get the up special, which is of course the Super Jump Punch. His main KO, one of his main KO tools, with a clean hitbox, can be reversible for mix-ups, which is very useful. But it is overall a weaker recovery than Mario's. A stronger recovery, but only hits once, and that one hit is pretty strong. The B reversal, I think, does more damage than the other version. I'm not sure, but I think so. This does like what? about 14%. Okay, let me check out this one, the B reversal. It does about the same. It really does. Actually, that one did about like 13. No, about the same amounts. It just like, I think a lot of people do the reversal, the mix-up reversal, but I think like that's only for like the general mix-up, not really for anything else. So yeah, it doesn't really change like KO power or whatever. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, so just less distance than Mario's version. And finally, the down special, which is the Dr. Tornado. Pretty key recovery tool for Dr. Mario. Gives good horizontal distance when mashed and deals damage. Has a strong knockback scaling. So very similar to obviously his old down special and also Mario's old down special. Just spins around as a circle. Can be mashed in the air for some really solid vertical or horizontal distance, and then of course that mixed in with his jumps and his recovery could be, you know, a really good, just aids in his recovery a lot. So yeah, and also a lot better of a killing option than Luigi's version, which is very, very similar, but Luigi's has a lot more of a recovery aspect to it. But there we go. That's Dr. Mario and his moves. Quite a bit to it. It's just pretty cool, right? Yeah, it just, I don't know what else to say about it. He's basically the exact same as he was back in Melee, moveset-wise, just for some very, very minor tweaks in his arsenal, and just a lot more different from Mario now that Mario has changed a good bit since then. But going into Dr. Mario's trophy, in the 1990 puzzle game Dr. Mario, Mario threw on a white coat and decided to take a shot at that whole medicine thing. In this game, he's a balanced fighter who can throw Mega Vitamin capsules and nimbly deflect blows with his super sheet. He's not quite as quick as normal Mario, but his attacks deal a bit more damage. And the games we have are Dr. Mario for the Nintendo Entertainment System and Dr. Mario Online RX for the Wii. It's a WiiWare title which I never really got to play, but I have it downloaded, so I might have to check it out at some point. Might have to. Hey, first play? Who knows? But anyways, that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time we're gonna be heading through Classic Mode as another newcomer. Yes, another newcomer. This being another one of the clone characters in the game, Dark Pits. So we'll see how this one goes. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, and all the other channels are of course down in the description. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tarts out.